You served in the United States Air Force. Tell me about your service.
I graduated from BYU, and rather than be drafted, I went into the Air Force, ROTC, commissioned as second lieutenant, studied aircraft navigation in California, and went into cargo planes. For those who knew what kind of plane it is, it was a C-141 Starlifter. And from there, I spent a lot of time flying back and forth across the Pacific most of my career, flying out of San Bernardino, California, or Norton Air Force Base.
Tell me why you picked the Rachmaninoff Piano Concerto No. 2 as your Friday favorite.
Well, I fell in love with it when I watched a movie that featured that. And of course, the stars of the movie that played it were backed up by some very well-known pianists. They played the music while she mimicked them on the grand piano. But the movie was I've Always Loved You, and it was a 1950s, 1940s movie, and it featured Rachmaninoff's second and her in it, and it played it a lot. The color was fantastic, and cinematography was great. Costumes were great because they used to, in the old movies, they dressed up for a movie. They didn't dress in
true,
jeans
isn't it?
and,
Right.
and Levi's, but really fell in love with it there. I listened to it a lot, and one time I heard a commentary on it, and somebody had asked Rachmaninoff, "What do you mean by this song?" And he said, "Well, it tells me about going home." And as I thought about that, I said, yes, talk to me about going home, flying home from a trip. We'd get in the Philippines and we'd head home. The hardest leg of the flight was going from the Philippines to Hawaii because we knew we'd spend all day flying, but we wouldn't be home that night. Whereas if going from Honolulu back to California, we'd be home that night. But, that kind of music, I enjoyed listening to it, watching it rain, hearing the thunderstorm and stuff like that. But it was just a favorite that I had acquired. And I've grown to like Rachmaninoff and many of the things he's done. I'm Kent Davis from Lehi, Utah, and my Friday favorite is Rachmaninoff's Second Piano Concerto.